Did you know that the lightest Apple Magic keyboard weighs as much as a professional camera lens? On the other hand, a Folio case weighs just 1/3 of that, and they offer nearly unlimited viewing angles through some interesting origami magic. So in this video, I'm going to test out the most popular Folio cases for my new iPad. And by the end of this video, you will know which one deserves your money and which one I'm listing on eBay tonight. Let's get started. So let's start with Apple's first-party Smart Folio. It weighs 280 grams, 2.8 millimeters thick, and comes in at $70 to $100. This specific design hasn't changed since 2018. It's made of this single-piece polyurethane material. For a piece of $100 accessory, this thing will get fingerprints and scratches on it pretty easily. But here's a real problem that comes with it: stability. This thing basically has one folding angle. Unless you're always watching Netflix on your iPad on perfectly flat surfaces, prepare your iPad to take some tumbles. But on a more positive side, Apple packed in plenty of magnets in this product. It's pretty firm when you snap it into place, and you're gonna have to shake it pretty hard for it to fall out of it. But for $99, I think you should just skip it. Next up, this is the PITAKA MagEZ Folio 2. This is launched less than 2 years ago, and it has been a fan favorite for quite some time. I mean, it's quite easily to see why. The whole thing is just 230 grams. That's lighter than 95% of the iPad cases on the market. PITAKA uses 2.3mm composite fiberglass wrapped in premium polyurethane leather with microfiber interior. There are 3 reasons you want this case. First, it has this flap to act like an Apple Pencil holder. I mean, most Folio just completely ignore the pencil. PITAKA created a hidden side flap that keeps your iPad locked whether you have an Apple Pencil attached or not. That's a very smart design. I like it a lot. And second, this Folio actually has some real origami functionality. So you can sort of have it like this, or you can fold it like that. Flatter triangle flips the other way, a taller triangle. So basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4 type of landscape mode. And of course, you can just put it up like this and use it as a portrait mode. And I think that's pretty easy to remember, easy to use, and real versatile. And third reason is that it's just very beautiful to look at. Easily one of the prettiest Folio case you can buy. But here's a trade-off you need to understand. This case prioritizes weight and style over rugged protection. The material feels really nice, but it feels like this thin piece of leather. It's just really soft. You can easily bend it with your hands. It protects your device from normal scratches. But if you drop it, I don't think it's going to survive. If you care about magnet strength, it is second strongest out of all the cases I tested today, and there are a total of 85 magnets inside the case, which is certainly quite assuring. If you need some serious protection, keep looking. But if you want the perfect balance of weight, style, and versatility, I think PITAKA is a solid choice. If you like PITAKA, you may love the next one even more. Meet the MOFT Dynamic Folio. This is actually a pre-order copy from a Kickstarter campaign. The product itself just became available May 2025. MOFT built this with fiberglass internal structure wrapped in their Movis vegan leather. I have no idea what that means, but marketing speaks aside, this material actually feels pretty premium. I mean, when you hold it, it does feel quite rubbery. If you remember the old Surface laptop keyboards, this material looks really similar to that. But here's the thing. My old Surface laptop keyboard lasted me a solid 4 years without a single scratch. So that's actually saying something. You're not going to scratch this thing very easily. It's definitely a different feel to what PITAKA was doing, but this is very good material. It is slightly heavier at 288 grams, but here's what the extra weight is going. Huge magnets. They're all over the place. Some of these magnets are super powerful. That's rock solid. MOFT calls this the floating mechanism. A bit over the top, but it's quite a clever design that allows you to fold it into 20 different viewing positions. It almost feels like a video game achievements to get all 20 right. That's definitely not easy to remember, but MOFT has a little trick. See this little circle? So you just connect this circle and this circle together. If you connect the circle together, it's really a very useful position. You can also see there's a line, right? So you're supposed to just connect the line and it's going to unlock some more useful positions. Oh, before I forget, it also have this and just go in like that. How cool is that? I can just play with this all day. I feel like out of all these 20 positions, you absolutely don't need all of them. They're really fun to make, but I find them all equally stable. The different positions offer maybe like a 10-degree angle difference. So I would say let's just pick your favorite and stick with it. One more thing I like to highlight is that it has what's called a lap mode, where you can use your arm or leg to lock your iPad in place. If you're an artist or use your iPad to write or draw all the time, this is perhaps the most brilliant design use case out of all the Folio cases I tested. It also comes with this Apple Pencil holder. I think it goes onto your iPad like this. and your pencil can go in like that to charge. So makes things more secure. You are not gonna lose your Apple Pencil anymore. It also have a little ruler on it, so it may come in handy if you're a student. And the last folio that I bought is the Moshi VersaCover. This one has a really good reputation over the years, and it is also a very old design. I honestly feel like at this point it's very hard to compete with dynamic folio from MOFT, but if you're old school, you may find this hard shell construction a little bit more to your taste. Because the VersaCover is the only case in our list today, it's a genuine hard shell construction. This material, it feels like leather, but it's actually a scratch-resistant polyurethane bonded shatter-proofed frame. Moshi claims this to be a military drop test standard. Again, I have no idea what that means. Did they drop a grenade on it? I don't think people are gonna find out. But it's pretty clear that this thing is made to last. It also has a 10-year global warranty, which no other competitor can match. However, as it gains in protection, it lacks in other departments. As you can see, although it has this origami style fold, it can only fold in one configuration. So Moshi called this its landscape mode. It has this weird looking rudder sticking in the back, and it's just not very elegant. So you can basically put it here, you can basically put it in this configuration or in this configuration where this rudder just stuck in the underneath. You can do portrait mode like this, but this triangle shape just never changed. It basically just fold into one configuration and that's it. If you're tired of remembering all the origami configuration, and this is probably a better option for you. Landscape mode, and this is a portrait mode. That's it. But the thing is, all three mode is actually pretty wobbly. If you try to write on it, you will know, because this is a triangle, it's not exactly very stable. And not to mention this huge flap on its back. And strangely, when you flip it over, it actually covers the camera. This is an iPad Air, but if you have an iPad Pro, it covers one of them. Why? Lastly, since this is a hard cover, the iPad is actually snapping to this case, so you don't need a lot of magnet in this case, and this is quite secure. You can also put your Apple Pencil here, and when you cover it, you basically cannot see anything. If you don't have an Apple Pencil, it can also covers up the entire edge of the iPad. I don't think they think too much when they design this, or maybe they just like to make a very large flap. It's one of the most popular case over the years. Why? So overall, this is a very old design, but has some unique value proposition for someone who value durability as well as portability. So here are all the spec comparison for all these cases I talked about today. I should also mention that all of them has auto awake function support, and none of them are slippery on the normal tabletop, and they all offer pretty good scratch resistance on the surface. Thanks for sticking to the end. I'm pretty sure there are people like each one of this folio, and I think they are all pretty good choice. There's a market for each one of them. I'm giving away one copy of each of these folios. All you need to do is to subscribe to the channel and comment down below. Let me know which one do you want to get, and I'll go on their website to order you a new copy. I do this kind of giveaway every couple months, and the last giveaway winner, Mark, who got a $400 VR glasses. So make sure you leave a comment and let me know which folio is your favorite. I will only announce a winner in a community post, so don't trust a scammer in the comment section who pretend to be me. It happens before, so it may happen again. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.